Hi guys, Marianne here with Past Life Healing. Just wanting to bring you an exciting update about my work and what has been happening lately. Had a few shifts and my work has taken a really amazing turn, which I'm super excited about, and just wanted to sort of put this out there for anybody that might be looking for somebody to do regression with. I can work with people over the phone. I've had a lot of success doing this. It's really not a big deal because if you think about it, when you go to somebody for a regression, what you're spending most of the time doing is actually laying there with your eyes closed. So you can do this in the comfort of your own home, and we just have to be able to hear each other. So most clients just have me on speakerphone, so they're not having to hold the phone. They keep the phone nearby. What you could do, which is what I do, is just use a Bluetooth speaker. So that's quite helpful. And then I'm able to sound a little bit clearer, I think, to the person on the other end. Then I'm able to also record on a third-party device and send you the recording after the session. So you'll still get a recording just like you would if you come and see me. And really, it's no different. Actually, I think I even do a better job on the phone because I'm not distracted by, anything in the room or even the person, what I might think to look at them. I'm really tuned into their energy on the phone, even more so. So it's as good, if not better, on the phone. So if you're anywhere in the US, feel free to, have a session with me over the phone. I've even worked with people in Canada, which has been really successful as well. And they've experienced just as much healing and just as many shifts as somebody that comes to me in person. So I know some regressionists won't do this, but I don't put people in a super deep state where it's ever been a problem. I haven't had any issues or anything that would be, I don't know, I just have not had a problem with it at all. So I do not consider it an issue. The other exciting thing that's been happening is I've been connecting people to their master guides after the regression, and this is actually can be a standalone service. If you are interested in meeting your master guide and having your questions answered, this is the way we're doing it. And you don't have to do a regression. If you are interested in meeting your guides and you have a lot of people on the other side, or somebody really important on the other side to you that you would like to connect with, maybe a very close family member has passed and you're struggling with that loss, this is a good time to connect with them at the end of the regression or as a standalone session. If you have a lot of questions or some things that need healing in your body or in your life, we can do that separate from the regression. I love to do it all together. I think the regression always ties in perfectly, so you get the whole thing. And this is only really in 2 or 3 hours. We can cover so much ground. You'll be able to see a past life, and maybe even 2 if it's fairly brief, the first one, depending on how many questions you have and how many people on the other side you're looking to connect with. So we'll do the regression, and then we'll cross you in that lifetime. And when you go to the other side, this is the time where we're going to get your questions answered and make any connections. And Spirit has been teaching me how to make this a personal experience. So what I used to do is I used to be the medium. And you would come to me and ask your questions, and I would tune into your loved ones, and I would do my best to feel out their energy and pick up their messages and give them to you. But in this experience, it's a much more direct experience, which is really amazing. And I think it's so empowering for my clients because, the old way is you go to a medium, you go to a psychic, and then they do the healing or they tell you the answer. And I really believe that the new way is going to be much more of a direct experience for my clients. We are all spiritual. We are all spirit beings. And what better way to have a direct experience yourself and be able to feel your loved ones, yourself, and be able to get the answers. So what happens is I like to ask the questions for you so that you can stay in a receiving mode, and then we will get your questions answered and you are going to get the answer yourself. Okay, so it's an amazing experience. It helps establish a connection from here on out. So you're connecting to a loved one. This could even be an animal that's passed. A lot of people are very connected to their animals and have a really hard time when they cross, and I can totally understand that, being an animal lover, animal owner myself. So you will hear from that animal. It's not just going to be, You sense them. It's going to be actual clear messages from them. It's like they can suddenly speak English, but you're hearing it in your mind. It's amazing. So being able to have a clear experience and be able to feel what your pet has to say to you can be really neat, because often there's a barrier, a language barrier on earth, right, with an animal. So there's no limit to really who you can ask to meet with. You could meet with Jesus or even Mother Mary, or if you have a figure on the other side in spirit that's very important to you, then we can ask. The only one that I haven't had anyone actually connect with yet, never say never, is God. So I haven't had that. Had Jesus, had other lots of deceased loved ones, but haven't had God exactly. But I have had people feel the messages from spirit, from God. It feels like God energy. So it's sort of the same. They just haven't had a visual like you would see a spirit guide or see a deceased loved one, because that will actually happen in these sessions. So without giving too much away, even though I just gave away a ton, this is what you can experience from a session. So the healing is profound, and it will go on. You will take that sense back with you, that feeling of unconditional love, that peace from heaven. You'll almost bring that back with you and remember that and retain these connections. So it's okay if you don't have a lot of people on the other side or anyone you really want to connect with. That's fine. You don't have to do that. None of this is compulsory. You just let me know in the beginning. We're going to talk about what you'd like to get from the session, what are your main issues, and we'll look to get those answered, and solutions to any issue, any problem, physical, mental, spiritual. All of these things are being worked in the session, and people are experiencing massive shifts and many improvements on every level. So yeah, it's like over the summer I feel like my sessions have really supercharged, and they've gone up a few levels, and it's blowing me away even more. I mean, they used to be amazing, now they're mind-blowing. So, and it's really not about me at all. I just get out of the way and let spirit give you this amazing experience. My clients are having the experience. It is a direct experience. I know I've said that a few times, but that's what's different about this. Regression is a direct experience anyway, but with these added parts to the session, it's even better. So you're welcome to make an appointment. I'll fit you in as best I can. There may be a little bit of a wait. I am getting busier, but I usually can see people within the week at this point. Sometimes there's about a week delay, but I will do my very best. And I'll also give you time to establish some really good questions and really get clear about what you'd like to ask. It's almost like if you had 5 minutes with God, what would you ask? Like all the big questions about your life, why you've got certain things, why you have certain relationships, and can these be repaired? Can these be fixed? Can these be healed? And I'm always interested in the now. Can we change this now? Can we heal this now? Can we repair this situation or physical problem? So that's a little bit about what's been going on, and I hope you enjoyed that update, and I'd love to hear from you. No pressure at all. Find somebody that resonates with you. If it's not me, that's fine. Find somebody that speaks to you. And I think that's a really important thing when you're looking for a healer, is you want somebody that you just connect with and you feel like, yes, this is the right person. So just feel into that with anybody that you work with in these sort of ways. It's important to really feel that. Otherwise you can have it just might not be the optimal experience, and that's what we would want for you. So all the very best, lots of love, and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care. Bye.